Interception Point practically isolates, detects, and remediates any user-facing threats, be it on email, web, the browser, collaboration apps, cloud storage, you name it, anything where attackers might try to attack you as a user. We're there to stop that, prevent that, as a service in a managed way. We believe first that you don't need to buy a product, but rather buy a service and get the prevention that you need, especially around the number one top attack vectors, user-facing attacks, which is still the number one. We want to stop that in a way that is zero effort for you as an organization, without a lot of multiple panes of glass, simple but best of breed detection. If you're not a huge enterprise, but rather a small, medium business or small enterprise, you could go and buy 10 different products from 10 different vendors, or maybe buy the Microsoft suite of products, but eventually what you really need, especially if you're a relatively new business that's born in the cloud, with all of the SaaS applications and collaboration tools that you're using, you need a solution that is simple to manage, gives you less false positives and headaches that you need to handle. You don't have a SOC team. You need something that is also born in the cloud, a security solution that can cover all of those modern applications in one stop with a managed service. And that's what we do. Basically, we take the modern application, email, Office 365, Slack, Teams, Dropbox, Box, you name it, really, even your own data in the cloud. We can scan all of that dynamically with best of breed accuracy to detect threats. And with our incident response team that's working 24/7, we can also remediate, fix, and improve our detection for you without you needing to have a whole SOC team. So really, for a business that needs to get to check the prevention of user-facing threats, we're, I think, honestly, the best in class for that, and that's what I think the audience can take away. We have 120 employees. We're working with all sizes of companies, from tens of thousands of employees to the smallest jobs of 100 employees across industries. Banking, tech, manufacturing. Really, we don't mind. So that's kind of what we have. One of the new things that we're building, and actually following the acquisition of Isolate, we actually acquired a company, my company actually, just a couple of months ago. So what this adds to our portfolio and to our service is basically the coverage of web security. So, but we do it in a kind of novel way. When you think web security, you think about a secure web gateway that will check all of your traffic, all your web traffic, and do filtering. But we do it differently. Basically, we sit at a browser level, and we're able to, on your endpoint, isolate the browser when it's visiting risky websites or downloading risky content from the rest of your operating system. And also to detect at a very early stage within the browser any kind of malicious phishing website, a malicious download, and block the user from touching those malicious content. And I think we'll do more in that direction, which gives you peace of mind around any kind of web-based threat, and without you needing to integrate your web filtering with 10 different services and to impact the user experience. So that's one of the directions where we take our solution forward, so that we really cover the top threats, and specifically email and web, which are the top attack vectors, and we'll double down on that so that we're really covering you up. So I think the fact that we're a startup that is born in the cloud and aiming to do best-in-class detection for the modern types of applications via API integration for email or for those collaboration apps, and on the other hand, on the browser, which is the way that the future is. Everything is web-based, and we're targeting our solution to solve that first. I think that puts us in kind of a unique position, and also the fact that we're a service and not a product, and we really partner with you to be successful in preventing threats and not just throw a product at you that you'll never deploy. I think that's also differentiating us and a benefit for our customers. I'll give you a few examples. Number one, hybrid work, remote work, COVID. Now that everybody's working remotely, the explosion of modern SaaS applications, collaboration tools that don't have the proper protection, because most of the vendors out there, they protect the legacy attack vectors, and we are looking into the future and trying to protect you against those modern applications, which everybody needs now more than ever. That's number one. And also in terms of the sophistication of attacks, especially ransomware, that we can give a great answer to, and also business email compromise attacks, just plain text attacks on any kind of messaging platform. Someone impersonating the CEO, we are, again, through our platform, which has best-in-class detection and our service, we can give you a great answer to that. These are the top attacks out there and the things that you should care about the most, especially if you're a company that adopts modern work and wants to face those modern threats.